So how long before we're declared overdue can we expect a rescue? 17 days. 17 days? I don't want to rain on your parade, man, but we're not going to last 17 hours. Those things are going to come in here just like they did before. Hudson! Hudson! This little girl survived longer than that with no weapons and no training. Why don't you put her in charge? Hey, what's going on, guys? Archer and Mark here. And I hope you enjoyed that little attempt at humor, little attempt at recreating a scene from my all-time favorite movie, Aliens. I got a package in today, just earlier today, from Amazon.com finally got my hands on the Neca Colonial Marines figures. And ever since I heard that these figures were coming out and I first started seeing images, I've been just getting more and more excited. I just been dying to get my hands on these. Dying. Maybe not literally, but anyway. So I finally got them. I have this guy here, and we got Corporal Hicks, which I'm going to do reviews on both, but we're going to start with Private William Hudson first. Played brilliantly, of course, by Bill Paxton. I mean, this guy is just pretty much got all the bells and whistles. Great articulation and details and paint apps and accessories and yes, and even the facial sculpt. There's a little conjecture about the facial sculpt. Some people like the facial sculpt. Some people hate it. I don't know. But we're going to give... you're going to get my opinions in just a moment. First, we'll start with the packaging. And we'll show you got the Aliens logo on the front there. Really cool. Nice big bubble on the front. We go down here. We have the character name, Private William Hudson. Interesting little fact. In the director's cut, the extended cut of Aliens, the only time I believe this is correct, I could be wrong, but I believe the only time that we actually hear one of the Marines' first names is with Corporal Hicks. He's Corporal Dwayne Hicks. And you hear that none of the other Marines are given first names, or we don't hear their first names. So the actors' real-life first names became the character's first name. So Bill, which is short for William, so we get Private William Hudson. Little thing here, warning, choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years old. And ages 17 and up. So covering all the bases there. This side of the packaging, which is cool, you got little images of the figure. With I like this little attention to detail. They did sort of the Marine screen. So you have, like, it says mission time, and see the Marine name, Hudson W in this case. So I think it's a neat little attention to detail on the packaging, you know. Pretty cool. You got a big close-up image of the figure. His pulse rifle, he's ready for action. On the back, again, another image, basically the same image of Hudson, but this time with an alien just ready to pounce on him. Again, it says aliens on the front. It's like, just remember that another great scene near the end, and he's just like, oh, you want some of this? Oh, you want two? Yeah, fuck you, man. Yeah, he's just blasting away. He's like, oh yeah, come on, I ain't got all day. You know, just great scene. Again, Bill Paxton, he's so great. You have a little bit of text here on the movie itself. We're going to try and give this a read. The sole survivor of the Nostromo, Ripley, is discovered in cryogenic sleep 57 years later by a salvage ship. When she is taken back to Earth, Ripley learns that the company has established human colonies on the same planet where the alien attack originated. After all contact with the colony is lost, Ripley agrees to return to the planet, accompanied by a team of colonial Marines. Together, they will rescue any survivors that remain and confront the alien menace head on. Doesn't quite go too well if you've seen the movie, and if you haven't seen the movie, go see it. Watch this review and then go see the movie. Also available in this wave, the Corporal Hicks figure and the newly articulated alien xenomorph. And of course, there's Private Hudson, which we're reviewing right now. So there is the packaging. So just leave that in the background, and just really awesome. Let's see where to start. We'll start with the facial sculpt, which some people are like, oh, I don't like the facial sculpt. He looks goofy. It's like, he makes this face in the movie. We see him. I think it's a great. It looks just like Bill Paxton. Gives a great. They did a great job of getting the likeness. You know, it's that like scared, like freaked out face that Hudson does over and over in that movie. You know, every 5 minutes he's pissing and moaning about something. You know. So I personally just. I love the facial sculpt. I think it works. Yeah, they could have done just a basic generic Bill Paxton facial sculpt, and that would have been fine. But I think this is, you know, it's something a little different. It's something unique instead of just going for the basics. And that's something that Neca is known for doing. They try and go all out with their figures. And we'll go, just give you a quick up and down. Here you can see all the armor, the Marine camouflage pants, and the boots and all that. The knee pads. All kinds of little pouches and whatnot. Nice sculpting on the hair. This guy's seen some battle, it looks like. He's got some little, definitely some wear and scarps, little scrapes and dings in the armor, which is cool. Little things. Here it says, contents under pressure, dispose of properly. And little eyes. That's little things. Something that James Cameron, that was his idea, not to put those on, but it was his idea to have all the actors playing the Marines take their armor and just put these little touches on there to personalize the armor. And even on the weapons, in some cases, they wrote little things on there and little drawings, and you know. So there you can see. I don't know. It's very faint, but you can see Hudson on there, and he's got this like skull with the knife going through it. Really cool. Again, all the little details. They, you know, if you look at the movie, all those things are there. You get all kinds of little Marine gadgets and gear and pouches and whatnot. You can see there is one of the Colonial Marine patches that would be stitched onto his sleeve there. So again, good attention to details. All these little touches that Neca does that maybe other companies wouldn't bother doing. So really cool. Okay. Real quick, we're going to go over the articulation. He's got a great articulation. He's got a bulge-jointed neck, ball-hinged shoulders, which is not hindered by the shoulder armor. Ball-hinged elbows. There's a swivel at the bicep. There's swivel and hinged articulation on the wrists. You got a ball-jointed torso, ball-jointed hips, double hinge on the knees. There's a swivel on the boot, and there's a hinge joint on the toes. So lots of articulation, all kinds of things that you can do to get these guys in some great poses. Like I said, the armor is sort of like a soft plastic, not super soft, but it's flexible, and that helps in not hindering the articulation, as I said. Really cool. Of course, comes with a bunch of accessories. This here, we see them use this many times in the movie. This is the cutting torch, nicely detailed. And this little piece clips onto this here, there. This little strap here as a hole, and you can clip that onto. I would be a little careful when taking that on and off. You know, because you don't want to break it, but it's not too flimsy. I thought it might be a little flimsy, but it's good. So hopefully you're seeing that. Not a lot of paint details on that, but it works. So that's really cool. You do have, of course, the infamous motion tracker, which just has got a nice little paint touches and all the little. It's got the strap, and it's a very soft, flexible strap. You could strap it over his shoulder, and of course, he could hold it in his hand. And even here's something neat. Hopefully, you can make that out. They even put like a little printing, or maybe that's a sticker, not sure, of the screen, the motion tracker screen. You could see how many meters, and you can see all the various enemies that are coming near him. This is a pretty big fucking signal, man. They're coming 12 meters, 10. You know, all kinds of stuff like that. You get all the little wires, and you get a great job of sculpting this. Really nice. So that, of course, is the motion tracker. On the back, you have the little lamp. The little, this just plugs into the back. This piece here, I'll turn it around. And this whole slot, it just slots right into there. It can be could take you a few moments to sort of, you just got to line the hole up right, but it will slot in there. So that's cool, the little marine headlamp there. Then, of course, there is the pulse rifle. Now, I'll show you this one since I have both Marines. This is Hicks's pulse rifle, but they're both the same. Again, really nice detail. You get this good strap there. It's flexible. It's long enough. You could put it over his shoulder or put it around his back. Of course, he can hold it in his hand. Again, with the articulation on this figure, you can get in it like a one-arm grip, as you can see here. And you could also get in a two-arm grip. So have the hand down. You could have the other hand down here by the grenade launcher. And, of course, one on the handle there. Really cool. Well detailed. Just looks really nice. They did a really good job of the pulse rifle on this. So, okay, yeah. So that's about it. Let's put that over there. And so there you go. There is Private William Hudson, a really great figure. If you're a Neca fan, it's definitely a really great job that they did. If you're a fan of the movie Aliens, it's a must-have. We've had various alien figures over the years, and now we finally have a couple of Marines, which is great to finally get that. So, I hope that I gave you guys a real good look at this. I think I went over all the bullet points. Like I said, great articulation, the details, the accessories, all that stuff. They just did a bang-up job on this. I'm really happy with them. So, definitely recommend this guy. Pick him up if you can. These guys are probably going to fly off shelves, I would think. And why wouldn't they? They're just awesome. Can't emphasize that enough. So hope you enjoyed this video. As usual, comment, rate, subscribe. And until my next video, here it comes. That's it, man. Game over, man. What we gonna do now? Game over.